Oi, fala aí pessoal, bom dia. Você está escutando
O inglês do rádio.
I am your host, Foster Hodge. This is your daily dose of English. Hey Alexia, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing?
Happy Tuesday. I'm fine. What about you?
I'm doing great. We are in Lisbon. We are actually recording this on a Monday, but happy Tuesday. But in Lisbon, I cannot complain because we are in the big city.
Yes. We don't like big cities to live, but to visit, it's always amazing. Sorry.
Yeah. So let's get off to a good start today with some corrections from Foster to Alexia.
Always.
We don't like big cities to live. I understood we don't like big cities to leave. Where are the big cities leaving? That doesn't make any sense. So repeat with me, Alexia. Leave, live.
Leave, love.
Okay. This is a common mistake that you always make. So we have two very similar sounds in English. We have the E sound, which is almost identical to the E sound in Portuguese, like E mais alguma coisa. Then we have the E sound, which does not exist in Brazilian Portuguese. So this is the sound in words like it, sit, miss, shit. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of times when I try to correct you, you immediately go to son du schwa. Okay, so try to repeat with me. Leave, live.
Leave, live.
Okay. Eat, it.
Eat, it.
Perfect. Now leave, live.
Leave, live.
Yeah. So eat, it.
No. Eat.
Eat it.
This is a tongue twister. Eat, it.
Eat it is not a tongue twister. That is a very common phrase in English. Okay, how about seat, sit?
Seat, sit.
Okay, pretty good. We will continue to work on that sound. So anyway, today, Alexia, we are continuing our conversation about TV shows, episodes, how to improve your English with TV. And one thing that I know Alexia loves are late night talk shows.
I love it.
Yeah. So who's your favorite late night talk show host?
John Oliver.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even more than Jimmy Fallon?
Yes.
Wow.
I love Jimmy Fallon as well, but I want to watch Jimmy Fallon when I want to have fun, you know, like
relax.
Yeah. And John Oliver is when I want to see what's happening with the world, and I want to see what he wants to talk about and the way that he talks about it. And he's so amazing. He's so smart.
Yeah. So for the people that do not know, John Oliver is British, so he will be a little bit more difficult to understand. In my own opinion, if you want the easiest person to understand, Jimmy Fallon speaks very clearly, very articulately.
And he's amazing as well.
Yeah, every time Jimmy Fallon laughs, I laugh.
Yeah, he's that type of guy. So John Oliver, Jimmy Fallon, Noah, Trevor.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah.
Trevor Noah is my favorite,
Yes.
I believe. He's amazing as well.
South African.
Yeah.
Perfect accent.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking you this question is because today we are going to talk about one of the pioneers of these late night talk show hosts, and that is David Letterman.
He was the one who started this, more or less.
Not really. You had old people in like the 50s, like Jimmy Carson.
Yeah, but from the modern world.
Yeah, so obviously David Letterman was influenced by people, but for me, he was the first late night talk show host in my life.
Yeah.
And then he was the guy that influenced all these new guys like Jimmy Fallon, all the people from Saturday Night Live.
And all the people from Brazil as well, like Danilo Gentili, Fábio Porchat with their late night shows as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know if Fábio would say, who is your greatest influence?
He says that.
He says Letterman?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right.
Jô Soares.
Yeah, Jô Soares. If I had to make a comparison, I would say David Letterman, The most similar comparison would be Jô Soares,
Yeah.
except not nearly as fat.
Fabio always says that Jô Soares and David Letterman are both the people that
Yeah, they're contemporaries.
yeah, Joe is almost 80 years old, so
Yeah, I think Letterman is 70 something.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, David Letterman. First, a good thing with his name. I'm not saying Letterman.
Letterman.
I'm saying Letterman.
Yeah.
So that quick flap T sound, very similar to the Portuguese R sound, like para piri puru. I'm just saying Letterman. Perfect. So David Letterman, he's just an American TV host. I think he's also written some books. He's produced some films, but he retired from the late night show on NBC maybe 6 or 7 years ago. He was diagnosed with cancer and had some family problems, and he really disappeared from public life. And then this year, he released a new Netflix show, which is called My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. And it's awesome.
It's amazing. It's in a theater, New York City. What?
Okay. You want to try one more time with the word theater?
Theater.
Yeah. So again, this is that same flap T sound. You don't need to say theater, but just theater.
Theater.
Perfect.
In New York City. I don't know the name of it.
Actually, he does it in a lot of different theaters.
But it's in
He records the show in theaters all over the U.S.
Yes. No, New York City only.
No.
That's what I know. What I read. Okay, no problem at all. And he always has like 100 people watching it. And it's a kind of a live show.
It is a live show.
Yeah. And it's amazing because the people who go there to watch it, they don't know who is going to interview.
Yeah.
So it's always a huge surprise.
Yeah. So imagine a lot of people buy tickets to go see David Letterman, and they know that he is going to have one very long form interview with one famous person, but they have no idea who it is.
Yeah. And the first one
The first one
was so cool.
was my president, my former president, Obama.
No,
Isso não foi a
Obama.
propósito.
Barack Obama. Não, foi.
Okay, so his first guest was Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
His second guest, he's just had one season. Second guest was one of Alexia's favorite,
George Clooney.
George
Of
Clooney.
course. Who's not? He's amazing. You start to like him better now.
Yeah, in general, I'm not a huge George Clooney fan, but after watching, I really liked him more. And something I love about David Letterman's show is it's like more than an hour. So it's a really long interview, and normally he visits the person at their house in their home city, and he really talks. And it's not just like he's talking to Obama about politics or he's talking to George Clooney about movies. It's almost none of that. He's
No,
just talking
yeah.
to them as a person about their life, and it's one-on-one. So it's just a long form interview format, which is perfect for learning English.
Exactly. The third one was
Malala
Malala.
Yousafzai, who, for the people that don't know, she's a girl from Pakistan who was shot in the head by the Taliban, and now she is an advocate for girls' education, and she is absolutely amazing.
She was there and she started before the bullet in her head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can watch the episode about Malala, and you will feel very inspired, and you will also feel very lazy and like you do nothing with your life at the same time.
That's true. And the other one is Jay-Z, which I was really happy because I didn't know much about Jay-Z at all, just that he is Beyonce's husband and they work together, and she made an album talking about his cheating, but that's it.
Yeah, but Jay-Z's cool. If you
Super
don't know
cool.
who Jay-Z is, he's an American rapper. He sings the song, Forever Young.
I wanna be forever young.
Yeah, so Jay-Z is awesome. We also, the last 2 episodes of the first season are with Tina Fey. She's a very famous comedian. one of the first really famous female comedians from Saturday Night Live. And then the last episode we still haven't seen is with Howard Stern, also a comedian.
Yeah, so you have a lot of guests to watch and a lot of different subjects because each one, David Letterman tries to be different, but there is only one subject that he always talks about that I love.
How old he is?
No, that's okay, but his son, he always talks about his 14 years old son.
Yeah, 14-year-old son.
14-year-old son.
Yeah, so Letterman is pretty old. I think he's like 74 or 5. And he has a 14-year-old son. And with every guest, he's like, tell me how to be a parent. Please give me tips, recommendation.
But it's really, really nice because Letterman, Foster was telling me before we started the show that he was like, he's amazing, but he's like, no bullshit. I don't remember what you were trying to say. Like,
Yeah, in general, I would say he's kind of a no bullshit kind of guy. But on his late night show on NBC, it was your typical late night show, very similar to like a Jimmy Fallon or something like this. And his new Netflix show is a much more human show where he is talking to the person as a person. He gets very personal. He cries sometimes. You can tell that he is an older gentleman thinking about his life and his legacy. And it is perfect for English learners because it's a natural conversation. If you watch a movie, things are scripted, the dialogue is really fast, everything happens perfectly, and that is not how real life is. But this is a very slow conversation, and it is the most excellent thing for practicing English, in my personal opinion. So, Alexia, I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite episode that we've watched so far? You have to choose.
okay, the one that surprised me the most was Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
but my favorite, I would say Obama.
Again, just to prove that Alexia is not doing this on purpose, we say Obama.
I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying Obama, but Obama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because the world misses him and I miss him nowadays, but he's so cool when he's talking and he's so nice, and the way that he walks, like he has that swag and things like that.
Yeah. So I would say probably my two favorites. Obviously, Obama's awesome. I've always been a big fan of Malala and education. So if you really want to, if you are sad about the state of affairs in the world, watch Malala, and that will really kick you in the ass to think about, okay, my life is not that bad. Malala was shot by the Taliban, and she is still way smarter and way cooler than I am.
And she's still doing an amazing job with all the girls that don't have a place to study.
Yeah.
And it's so important for us.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing. The show is amazing. It is on Netflix. Go watch My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman. Try to watch it with no subtitles. If you need subtitles, watch it with subtitles the first time, then rewatch it without subtitles. But the point is, watch it, enjoy it.
Yeah. Take notes, a lot of new vocabulary, and
Yeah.
that's it. And just enjoy it because it's amazing.
And let us know what you think.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, we will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.